NewGenGamers.com.
U.S. Open style. Aw.
Oh look, there's World Trade Centers.
Sad face. Oh, I know this has nothing to do with the commentary, but the new World Trade Center should be opening soon.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, it kind of does because we just saw the World Trade Centers.
Right. Anyways, in digression.
Okay, so you press the action button 1 to pick where you're going to serve the ball.
And for a CDI game, this is very responsive, is it not?
Yeah. And that little cursor that you just saw at the upper middle of the screen is where you're going to serve the ball at.
Right.
If you hit it after the line, it's a fault. If you hit it before the line, it's a good serve. If you hit it on the net, it's a fault. And
2 faults equal a...
double fault. And the scoring's very odd in tennis, too. It doesn't go by 1 through 10. It goes by 15, 30, 40, win.
Yeah. And then if it gets over...
Deuce.
You start getting into deuces and advantages. That's when things start getting confusing. I actually first learned the game of tennis from Ivan Lendl and Chris Everett tennis for the NES.
Oh.
I played the crap out of that NES game.
I learned about tennis through Arthur Ashe's tennis game for Sega CD, so I played Pete Sampras. Nobody could beat me.
Oh, well, no one could beat Pete Sampras back in the Sega CD days. Except maybe Agassi.
Agassi wasn't on that game.
Licensing rights, probably.
Something like he wanted, like, it would cost them like $10 million to put him on that game.
My God.
Right. As you can see, this guy's gonna serve me a ball.
That's what they do in tennis.
Right. I'd like a side of spinach with it, please. Fuck you, I hit that.
You know, I think I've heard us say that a lot during this commentary. So again, hit detection, as with most CDI games, is a little flaky.
Especially with this infrared remote thing. Jesus Christ. It eats up batteries, that's one thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So if you ever get your hands on a CDI and it comes with an infrared remote,
buy rechargeable batteries.
Or Duracells.
Or a giant pack from your local retailer, whatever you want to go and...
Take stock in Duracell. Because you're going to need it for this bitch. Or you could go out and buy the gamepad. Dude!
This
really?
Is ridiculous.
Just fucking give it up! Fuck you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
I gave that one
That
up.
was epic.
I gave that one up voluntarily. Another bad thing about the infrared controller is that you, the fuck that go? You have to keep it pointed at the CDI. And so, if you're, like, playing tennis and you're like me and you're, like, starting doing Wii movements of...
You start having issues because the sensor can't detect it.
Right.
And back and forth. Ha ha.
Ha! 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 Who the bitch?
Apparently he the bitch.
Yes, yes. Come on. Come at me, bro.
But tennis is one of those games you can kind of just sit here and play all day. But I think it's probably best if we move on to our next game.
That makes me sad, but I can agree with that because this game's just gonna give me Tourette's syndrome if we keep playing it.
Right. Alright, moving on.
Alright, folks. First of all, we apologize again.
This is another one of those games you probably don't want to see.
Kind of like Miley Cyrus's performance at the BMAs. You know it exists and it happened, you just wish it wasn't around.
We so date ourselves on this, because I went back and watched some of ours from, like, 2008, and some of the references we made were just... People cared about that?
Hey, Miley Cyrus is hot shit right now.
Right.
So, as you see, we are playing Zelda.
Probably by the time we release this, she'll probably have a sex tape out.
And Jamie Foxx said that she'd be on a stripper pole. Okay, so as you see, we're playing Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon, or the Wand of Gameleon.
I think it's Gamelon. They pronounce it Gamelon in the game. Can we skip
runs in
this?
the same vein as... Actually, it's the same engine, different artwork, and different animation as...
Link Faces of Evil.
Right.
Now, here's the trick on this. They were developed by the same company, the same publisher, the same developer, and released on the exact same day.
So, what do you go for? Do you go for Faces of Evil or Wand of Gameleon? Well, it's also you play as Zelda this time.
The shoddy controls still exist.
And you still have to stab things to pick them up. And another thing is that...
The game is still partially responsive.
You're still in that Zelda... A Link to the Past or whatever.
No, this is just some kind of weird world that these people created for them.
Zelda 2.
And as you can see, the enemies get, well, ridiculous. It's like they want you to fail.
Oh, this game is full of fails, so I can see that perfectly. I mean, if I was a Zelda game, I'd want to fail too. That wasn't licensed or released by Nintendo.
And it's hard to reset yourself. Like, as you saw, I had to jump up to kill that. And they try to angle themselves so that you don't hit them.
Right.
And of course, if you just keep progressing forward, the bastards behind you just keep coming.
What do you collect the rupees for?
You have to buy things. Yeah, I know.
Okay, just walk off.
Son of a...
As you can see, Ray has
Fucking hate
developed
this shit.
Tourette's syndrome already. Because he does not like this game, he does not like Faces of Evil.
I'm only covering this because... Well...
It's a failure?
No. Plenty of people have covered this because it's a failure. Because I'm a well-known Nintendo fanboy. It has been stated in this commentary
many times.
Many times.
I mean,
over
look how long your
over the past
Nintendo
episodes.
console videos were.
Right. And just the fact that these were released...
Sacrilege.
It is sacrilege. And I don't know what the fuck I'm doing now.
Go up that hill. That looks like a legitimate choice.
Nope, that's not a legitimate choice.
Uh-oh.
Apparently this is just a fuck-off level for you to die in.
Okay, where's all the enemies? Never mind.
Did you have to ask?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, believe me, they got plenty of enemies.
Because they keep respawning. Unlike the newer Zelda games where...
And you can't leave the level!
Lovely.
Ah.
You could die.
I do that plenty.
Oh, I think you've done that in the past couple games. So, I mean, as you can see, it's just... Everything like this is... It's like Faces of Evil, like we said. It just has a different character and crappier,
No, it's just as crappy.
You mean it's not crappier?
No.
Well then, I think it's crappier. Woohoo, what's that? Okay.
God forbid it be something useful. It just sends you back to the fucking map.
Oh, look.
Oh, yay, pigs. So now I get to play squat mode the entire level. Of course, because they're easy to get, the pigs don't give you rupees.
Alright, because why would that even help you? I think you're supposed to jump up and then jump over. I don't even know how you did that. You can't. Okay, the pig can go through the fence, but you can't.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This whole game, everything like this is
locked. You need a key.
A testament of poor game design.
Right. Well, Russians developed it, I think.
In Soviet Russia, Zelda game fucks you. Oh.
Well, I can.
Now watch. Am I gonna die here?
Probably. I mean, that is a Triceratops versus
Rhinoceros.
No, it looks like a.
It is kind of a Rhinoceros.
Aardvark.
No.
Armadillo versus a Triceratops.
Yay!
Woohoo! You got a key. Now, how do you get out of there? Oh, you jump on the rocks. Hurry before the basket.
Those aren't real rocks. Or just die and go out the door.
Go out the door.
Or go out the door.
Go out the door.
Or go out the door. Sorry, I'm used to pressing up and shit like that to go through doors. This is supposed to be like Nintendo games.
Right. I don't think so. Oh look, you got exit the level and...
Stab old lady, talk to. The fuck did she just say?
I don't know, I'm not really sure. That was just like too much crack.
Tokyo's Tower.
But you unlocked a new area.
Yay! A new place to die.
Woohoo. Oh, what's that?
That's the old lady from the cartoon series.
Oh.
At least that's my thoughts.
Really?
Right. You know, I forget all the things that people bitch about when I watch other reviews of this.
What?
That if there's an enemy in front of somebody, you can't kill it because it keeps the person talking.
Why is the Hammer Brothers after you?
Fuck if I know.
We'll move fast there.
That's about as fast as we move there,
Chief. Cthulhu, or whatever your name is.
Cthulhu.
Well, yeah, it's the one spitting rocks at you.
That's probably supposed to be an Octorok.
An Octorok?
Yeah, that's what they're actually called in the Zelda series.
Right.
Alright, so now we fight more of the winged bastards. Get back to the Octorok, which takes...
It kind of looks like Krang. A brown version of Krang.
Kind of, yeah. Which takes about 20 hits to kill. And there's 17 of them in the level.
I think our viewers got the idea. Do you want to move on or just one more try?
I want to throw this game into the abyss.
Yeah, well...
That's just me, though. It's locked. And there's a rock in front of the door. I don't care. I really don't. Okay, I'm moving on.
Okay.
Was man nicht im Kopf hat, muss man auf der Scheibe haben. Das Universallexikon von Bertelsmann auf CD-I.
Wann war Kennedy in Berlin?
Ich bin ein Berliner.
Was war Klimt?
Der Maler Gustav Klimt.
Wie klingt Mozarts Don Giovanni?
Das Bertelsmann-Lexikon auf Phillips CD-I.
Das ist ja Wahnsinn!